Hello everybody, it's Meg. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm really trying to get back in the habit of vlogging because I've just really been out of the YouTube game, even though hopefully by the time this video goes up I will have had a couple of videos posted regularly. The weather has been so nice in the UK for the past week. It's just been really beautiful and sunny. And it's a Sunday and I am going to go make my little pilgrimage that I do every year to some blossom trees in a churchyard near where I live. I'm going to walk there. I'm not really in the mood to walk, not gonna lie, but I feel like it'll do me some good. So we're going to do that. I'm going to take my film camera, maybe get some little fun shots for this vlog, and obviously take you guys along with me. So we're going to do that because I think that's definitely a good way to spend a Sunday and start this vlog off. And like I said, I will most likely feel a bit better when I get back. So without further ado, let's go and see some blossom trees. Let's do a quick outfit of the day before I leave. So it is a bit warmer today, however it is windy. So I don't know whether this jumper is going to be enough, but we'll see. I'm wearing this knitted jumper. It was my mum's, but it shrank in the wash, so now it belongs to me because it's too small for her. I'm wearing that. I've got my hair up today because, like I said, it's windy. I don't want to have hair flying everywhere. Sunglasses. I'm wearing these brown, thicker jersey. I think they're called jersey, but I don't know what they are. These brown trousers that from Uniqlo that I love. I'm always wearing the same shoes apparently. They're always my white Nikes. And then I'm going to take my tote bag, which I got from Anime Gallery. It's got Totoro on it. Yeah, that's my little Totoro bag. I love it so much. So let's go and see some cherry blossoms. The birds are singing so loudly. It's actually so nice, and everywhere is just so green. I've only literally been walking for 5 minutes, but it's just so stunning. Already, God, I really do love spring. I made it. Look. Look how pretty it is. Oh my god. I love coming here every year. It's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. How can you not love cherry blossom season? Excuse me? Right, I'm gonna have to try and get some photos on my film camera now. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah. Just enjoying the cherry blossoms. So I've made a pit stop on the way back from the cherry blossoms. I'm being brave and filming outside because I really wanted to film a spoken word poem that I wrote the other day. I wanted to film it where the cherry blossoms were, but unfortunately there's a park right next to where the cherry blossoms are, and there were a load of kids playing, and they have an absolute right to be there, but obviously I don't want that noise in the background, so I have just filmed it. So we'll see what happens, because I might go and film it tomorrow because I've got an appointment tomorrow to go and get my ears pierced. So I think on the way back I might see if I can refilm it there, and then I've got both copies and I can see which I prefer. God, somebody walked behind me, and I generally have the worst anxiety when it comes to filming in public. I really would like to get better at it, but girl, I just, it's a struggle. Okay, it's a struggle. But yeah, so I have filmed it here, so we'll see if I decide to do this one or if I end up filming it there. But yeah, the cherry blossoms were so nice. I hope you enjoyed the footage. I've bought myself a
like tripod specifically for my camera, so it's a lot more portable. I did mainly buy this for pole, like when I'm at pole and I'm getting videos and stuff like that. It's just easier than like propping it up on the floor. So I guess whilst I'm here, let me share with you guys what I am currently reading. So I am currently reading My Year in Paris with Gertrude Stein by Deborah Levy, and I've heard so many good things about Deborah Levy's books. And when I heard that this was coming out, I was really excited because it's a fictional story about Gertrude Stein, who was she was like a poet, a writer, an artist, a queer icon, the godmother to modernism. Apparently, she's also an art collector. And I thought it would be like a really good historical fiction vibe because that is definitely something missing from my life at the moment. I don't have any historical books apart from like this one for the most part. So I was really excited and I bought this in my Manchester bookshop vlog, which I will have up before this video. So I was really excited. I got it maybe a couple of days before release day. I'm on page 70, I think. Yeah, I'm on page 70. Not gonna lie, I was quite confused at the start of this. This book's only it's like less than 250 pages, I believe. And I was just so confused because I thought it would be set, obviously, when Gertrude was alive and living in Paris. Like, I thought that would be the only thing. However, it seems that the plot, it kind of jumps all over the place between like 2024 and um, when Gertrude was alive in like the 1900s, and I was so confused. I'm so confused. I'm still a bit confused. There is lots of like paragraphs in here, like lots of like small paragraphs and short chapters, which I love short chapters. But yeah, I'm just a bit confused because I was expecting something different. Like I like the writing, but I don't always fully understand what's going on. It just seems to jump around a bit. Maybe that's just because I've never read a Deborah Levy book, so I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, it's just different from what I'm expecting. From the impression I'm getting at the moment, the book is basically our author, even though it is fictional, like living for a year in Paris, where Gertrude Stein lived, and kind of studying her, writing an essay on her, or writing this book on her for a year. So it's kind of like she's walking through the artist's footsteps, like in Paris, like living her life in Paris, as like say Gertrude Stein did. So that's kind of the impression I'm getting. I'm not disappointed by it. It's just not what I was expecting. So hopefully, the more I get into this, the more I will, come to enjoy it and understand it and all that sort of thing. So I would like to finish this during this vlog because I don't know how long this vlog is going to go on for. I'm just going to like do it for however long I want. So that's my reading update. Audiobook wise, I am listening to The Story of Art Without Men by Katie Hessel. I have actually been listening to this since last year, but only within like this past month I've been getting back into reading it, listening to it even, and I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, this book has sparked a an idea for a novel in my head, and I really want to write it, but I need to write the book that I'm currently writing first. So yeah, I just love it. As somebody who has an art degree, and it kind of made me realize, like throughout that degree, like how many women artists weren't featured, and it's just honestly fascinating, empowering, infuriating. And book, the audiobook is narrated by the author, which is always great with a nonfiction book. So I am very much enjoying it. I think I'm probably about halfway through. It's quite a long book. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I will definitely be going back to this when I get down to that second novel idea that I've got. So yeah, that is what I'm currently reading. I think I might just read a little bit here now since it's so nice, and just chill and enjoy the sunshine whilst we have it, because by like the end of next week the rain is meant to start. So I'm going to sit and read and enjoy the weather. Yeah, so I'm just going to enjoy the nice weather whilst we have it and do some reading.
It is such a gorgeous evening. I'm going to be so sad because the weather is actually meant to change after today, which is so sad. You know, I guess spring and sunshine doesn't always last in the UK, unfortunately, but you know, we have to enjoy it whilst we can. So I'm at my writing desk and I'm gonna do some writing. I might have mentioned this in a previous vlog, I can't remember, but I am planning to write a novel, and it was a goal to finish this draft, like a first draft, a 0 draft this year. However, I'm changing that because it's just been putting too much pressure on me, because I'm still in the stages of like planning this novel out. So I am focusing instead on having a regular writing practice, and I've been doing quite well, I must admit, like with my poetry and with my novel writing in terms of having regular practices. It has been a slow process though with my novel, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my issue is I have this idea for this story and I'm just trying to find all the puzzle pieces. I want to try and figure out like the whole plot before I start writing it. Because last time I tried to write a novel, I didn't know everything in the plot. I got halfway through and then I didn't know what to do and I panicked and I stopped. And I don't want that to happen this time, especially since I have another novel idea at the moment. Like the book I'm currently writing is going to be an adult contemporary, and the other idea I have is a historical fiction, and I really want to write that. So I need to finish this other one first because I don't think I could write 2 books at once. I feel like that would just be a bit too much, or at least a bit too much as somebody who has never finished writing a book before. But I want to write this book to prove to myself that I can write a book. I may do something with it after I finish with it, I might not. But I think that my main goal is just to finish it, to prove to myself that I can, as somebody who is very much a perfectionist, and just I'm somebody who doesn't have the best self-belief and self-confidence. This is going to be like a big challenge, and not going to lie, my doubts have been flowing in for the majority of this year so far, but I am determined to beat them and to conquer them and finish this novel. So I'm going to do some planning now. I'm actually going to write a to-do list. I've just been doing a lot of research at the moment, mainly on like developing characters, because this is a character-driven story, in terms of like writing good characters, basically. And one thing that comes with writing good characters is going to be dialogue, and I must admit that's the thing I am most worried about. I'm most worried about writing dialogue. I just don't think it's something I will naturally be very good at. So, like I said, it's going to be something I need to work on, but a page full of rubbish is better than a blank page, as the saying goes, and I do believe that. So I'm going to do a little bit of writing for maybe about an hour or so. I have just filmed 2 reels for my Bookstagram. I have been trying to get back into like posting regularly on my Instagram account, and I have been posting and creating more reels, which has been really fun. I have discovered through the 2 reels that I've just filmed that I really like to gap. One of them is 15 minutes long, one of them is 10 minutes long, and I have to nail that down to a lot shorter time. That's the only thing with reels, is that I like to yap about things that I love, and reels are clearly not long enough time. So I think I'll probably have to do some long form content. I think I will probably do some like YouTube videos based on the ideas that I've done for these reels, just so then I can talk more in depth, because I really loved like the subject of the reels that I did. I did one for my favourite manga series that I've read so far, and one for my favourite anime series that I have watched so far, because I have been reading manga and watching anime for like nearly 2 years now, and it's become such a big part of my life. If you can't tell by like the videos I've been posting and the kind of the books that I've been reading in my videos, it's definitely become quite a big part of my life, and I honestly love it so much. It's definitely brought me a lot of comfort. So it was just really nice to like, you know, talk about my favourite like series of manga and anime that I have kind of consumed thus far. So before I get to writing, and I need to do to-do lists on like what I need to do now, because I want to start actually writing this novel before July, preferably. I want to start writing it before my birthday, because I really want to go on a little solo writing retreat in like September, to try and get lots of words down. So I obviously need to like I want to start before then, basically. So we're gonna do a little bit of planning, but let me update you my reading for My Year in Paris with Gertrude Stein by Deborah Levy. I'm very nearly finished this. I think I've got about 20 pages left. This has definitely been an interesting reading experience. Like I said at the beginning of this video, when I started reading this novel was not what I was expecting. I thought it would be more like historical fiction-esque. However, it is very much about our author. I'm assuming it's the author. This is a fictional novel about living in Paris while she is writing her essay on Gertrude Stein. And I feel like the author's writing kind of reflects Gertrude Stein's writing. Gertrude was a writer and an art collector, and one of the people who were kind of birthing the start of modernism as well. She was also queer, and I think she was, very much an icon in terms of like the art world. And throughout this book, it skips kind of between Gertrude's story of her life and her time in Paris, and also the author's time living in Paris while she's writing this essay, and the friends she meets, and how writing this essay and kind of getting to know more about Gertrude affects the author. It's kind of like the author is living through Gertrude's life, and she's going through all of the emotions that maybe the artist Gertrude would have experienced at some point. Almost like the author and Gertrude become intertwined in the story. That is how much it reflects both in writing and kind of their minds and their thinking. It is interesting, I must admit. It's not what I was expecting at all, but hopefully I kind of managed to be a little bit more eloquent describing this compared to how I felt I described it at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to try and finish this evening, and then I can start a new book. I need all the spring books that I can get in before spring is like officially over. So yes, my goal is to finish this tonight, and also to have better work-rest boundaries, because I have been working till about 9, which might not sound that late for some people in terms of like working, but I do have a full-time job, so I do this off like my writing and everything and all my bookish content after work. So I have been really bad at boundaries, and when I don't keep those boundaries I get burnt out, and I do not want to get burnt out, especially since I'm enjoying getting back into all of my creative things at the moment. So I'm going to write until about 8, half 8, and then we're going to chill and have a shower. I'm going to finish my book, maybe watch some anime. I'm currently watching You Lie in April and Dress Up. Is it My Dress Up Darling? I believe. I'm watching both of those at the moment in terms of like complete series that are out right now. Very much enjoying both of them. So I best stop blabbing now because I've been talking for nearly 10 minutes and get some writing done. Look how cute my little cake is. Oh my god, it's so cute. Teeny tiny cake. Look at my cake. Oh my god, I probably should have shown this before I put this in here, because it's all like reflective. But look, it's got 30 on the phone. It looks backwards from here. But look how cute this is. I just made this. I went out for my friend's 30th last night. It was the 4th 30th out of all my friendship group. There's only 3 more of us to go, including me, so that's kind of scary. But we went out, but I'm going to give her presents tomorrow. So I made her a little birthday cake. I've been making birthday cakes for all of my friends for turning 30 because I feel like that's a really nice thing to do. So this is the one that I did. It's chocolate. It's just got little fleurs on it. They're cute. I love bento cakes. I don't really enjoy decorating them because they are a bit of a pain being so small, but I think they look really cute. And I feel like there's no better birthday present than cake, to be honest. Also, look how cute my new mug is. You probably can't see inside, but there's like a paisley pattern inside. One of my favourite mugs has a really big crack in the handle, so I can't use it anymore, which is very sad. But I got this in Morrison's for like £3, so happy days. And also it's like a gorgeous spring green colour, which I think is perfect for this time of year. I've just moved upstairs since I just showed you the cake then, so then obviously we can have a little bit better lighting, because I finished reading My Year in Paris with Gertrude Stein by Deborah Levy the other day. I finished it probably about 3 days ago, actually, from when I'm filming this right now. I think overall I did enjoy this book. My thoughts are kind of similar to when I last updated you on this. It was enjoyable. It was interesting getting to know more about Gertrude Stein. She is definitely a person who I have heard of, like in the art world, especially since I studied a arts degree at uni, and it was interesting to read my first Deborah Levy book. Like I said, this definitely wasn't what I was expecting going into it, so I think that kind of knocks a few points off. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's just interesting. I don't know, I might pick up another Deborah Levy book in the future and kind of see how it compares to this, because the writing in this is quite interesting. I'm presuming it's a reflection on Gertrude Stein's writing, which is quite abstract. I'm assuming it's kind of similar to that, because obviously the person in this story, the author, is writing about Gertrude Stein. She's writing an essay about Gertrude Stein in Paris, and she's kind of like reliving the life that Gertrude Stein did in Paris. And it's kind of like, I feel like they kind of integrate and weave as one. I think that's kind of something similar. So like I said in my last clip, but yeah, I think this is going to be like a 3-star vibe. Like, I enjoyed it, and there was definitely some interesting aspects. Yeah, it just wasn't what I was expecting, like I said, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I think I didn't 100% gel with the style of writing being slightly more abstract. But like I said, I would be willing to give another Deborah Levy book a go. So if you have read any Deborah Levy, please let me know in the comments down below which one do you think I should read next, because I know she's a very well-loved author, and like I said, I'd like to give her another go and kind of read some of her backlist and see what I think of those. I haven't really read anything in the past couple of days. I think I've just been busy doing other stuff. I did a back-to-back pole class. I did 2 pole classes on Friday, which is where this bruise has come from. So yeah, I don't really get bruises on my arms, but I get them on there. So if you ever see me with bruises, it's from pole. But honestly, the fun and joy of it outweighs like the pain and the bruises. There were a couple of books that I was debating about reading next. I have a few on my spring TBR that I wanted to read, but in the end I actually decided to go for the book that I got most recently, which is Upstream by Mary Oliver. And I feel like I have said this a few times, but if you guys don't know, I really love Mary Oliver. She's probably my favourite poet. Obviously I love poetry, and this is a selection of essays that she's written, so it's some prose. And I've been intrigued by this for a while. I do eventually want to read everything that Mary Oliver has ever written and published. So this is the first of the prose that I will be reading, and I only started this morning. But I am really enjoying it so far. The quotes that they put on here, which is actually on the first page, says, "I had to go out into the world to see it and hear it and react to it before I knew at all who I was, what I wanted to be." And that's just stunning. Like, obviously Mary's writing about the natural world and how we as humans connect to it in the many different ways. And also it kind of links in with wider issues in the world. It's just so gorgeous, to be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I'm actually annotating this. I haven't annotated a book properly in a while, but just to show you, this is chapter 1. You probably can't see this well, but I have so many annotations on here. So I've literally annotated, highlighted everything, and I kept my annotations in terms of the colours quite simple. I've just gone for green and pink. Pink for love and then green for everything else, just to simplify it. But this is under 200 pages, so it shouldn't take me very long to read, but I'm obviously going to savour it and take my time with it, because I feel like it's the type of writing, especially Mary's style of writing in prose, that you definitely need to take your time with and just digest, not for the denseness or anything, just to be able to fully appreciate it. So those are my reading updates, and I've had I want to say kind of a chilled day, but also it's not been the most chillest day. Like I said, I went out last night for my friend's 30th, So I've had like a chilled morning. I kind of watched a little bit of anime, caught up on some anime this morning in bed because I woke up early. I went to film. I've also like cleaned my room, done some incense, changed my bedding. Like the vibe in my room is just like so much better now that everything is clean. And then I baked this cake, the birthday cake that you saw before in the last clip, this afternoon as well. So that's all done. I do need to do a card for this friend as well, but I might just take a break and do that in a bit, to be honest, because I just want to chill. And I think tonight I'm going to have a little bit of a pamper evening. I'm going to just maybe have a bath, do a face mask, all that sort of thing. Especially since it seems to be 2 days after Paul where I feel the most sore, like my muscle wise. And I don't know why, I don't know how that works, but that's the case. So I think I'm going to have an Epsom salt bath, like I said. So I will feel much better. And like I said, just have like a nice chill evening. And it's bank holiday tomorrow. It's bank holiday Monday tomorrow, which never makes any difference to me because my days off are Sunday and Monday anyway, so it really doesn't make a difference. But I might go out with my family if the weather's alright, go to some gardens maybe, it might be quite nice. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and like finish tidying up from all the baking that I've been doing and then just relax and have a nice chilled evening.
It is another spring day. It's probably about a week later since I last spoke to you, and I'm once again filming like outside. Like, get me for filming twice in one vlog, like outside. I must admit, I'm obviously in nature, so there are less people around, for the most part. At any rate, I'm in like a little like foresty grove place that I have been coming to for many years in the area that I live. I really love coming here. It's very peaceful, and I just felt like I needed to get out of the house. And I've gone for a little walk, and I'm gonna read my book. Hopefully outside. It's a little bit chillier today. Not gonna lie, compared to when I started off this vlog, and went to go and see the blossoms. It is a bit chillier. However, the sun is warm. So I'm in a nice warm patch right now, which is nice. But I thought I'd give you guys a reading update on what I'm currently reading. So I think I might have said that I started reading Upstream by Mary Oliver. Again, it's very fitting talking about Mary Oliver in the setting in nature. I think she would really have loved that I was like, talking about her books and reading her books in nature. Since obviously that is like the main theme of her work. I am just over halfway through. This book is under 200 pages. It's about 175, I think. I am enjoying it. This is honestly a bit denser than I thought it was going to be. I didn't quite know what to expect going into this. Obviously, I love Mary Oliver's poetry. I do actually have Devotions with me, which is like a anthology, like big collection of like all of her works, which I might read at some point. But yeah, I'm currently reading this and it is interesting. Like I said, it's a bit denser, so I have been reading it a little bit slower, which is obviously not a bad thing. I want to just kind of soak up kind of all the goodness of this book as much as possible. This book is split into a couple of different parts. I think I'm on part 3 at the moment. The third part that I am currently reading is about different poets and writers that I am assuming have influenced Mary and her writing and her way of living. From what I can gather from this book, Mary didn't have a very good childhood and she sought out like tranquility and like calmness and an escape through nature and through books. So the first part of the book was kind of about that, which was very beautiful. I annotated the heck out of the first part of this book. There are loads of tabs on here. The second part was just more about nature in general, kind of mainly about like water specifically, hence it's called Upstream, about like the ponds and rivers and lakes in the sea and kind of her experiences, that sort of thing, like that element of nature where she lived. And then, like I said, the third part I'm currently reading is about the different like poets and writers that have influenced her as a person and as a writer. I think I did enjoy the first part of this the most so far. The second part was the easiest part to read. The third part is interesting because she is talking about authors and writers such as like Edgar Allan Poe, Walt Whitman, and there's a few other ones that I can't remember. Basically, a lot of writers that I am familiar with, but I might not have read any of their work from or know much about them as a person. So I must admit, my mind has been wandering a little bit. I find it a bit harder to focus on this third part. I think, to be honest with you, my mind has been wandering. My mind has just not been very focused when it comes to reading kind of over the past few days, which hasn't helped. But I am enjoying it. Like I said, it's a little taking me a little bit longer to read, a little bit longer to like digest everything. But I am enjoying it. I'm not annotating it as much at the moment on the parts I am, but hopefully I will. I think there's about 4 parts to this, roughly. I've just finished the part on Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm about to read the part about Walt Whitman. So that'll be interesting to read and see what I think. But I obviously love Mary. I think she is probably my favourite poet. I can relate to her a lot. And obviously, as somebody who lives in the countryside and really connects with nature, and obviously, Mary really connected to nature on such a deep level. And obviously, how that can relate to like other factors of just like the human existence and life in general, the universe, all that sort of thing. Yeah, it's something I can relate to, and I do find her poetry very, very special. So I don't know if I'm going to sit and read here. I kind of wish that I brought a blanket because it did rain yesterday. Um, so I don't really want to just sit on the floor. So I might just kind of chill and enjoy nature here a bit, and then I might go and walk and go somewhere else. It is nice and warm as long as the sun's out because it is windy, so we'll see where I get to. But yeah, I just thought it'd be like fitting to give like a nice little reading update about this book whilst I'm in nature. It just seemed very fitting.
It's a new day, it's a new week, and we are going to have like a low-key like girl boss afternoon, hopefully at any rate. I'm going into town today to get a few bits from my local Asian supermarket, and I thought I would also check out the library because our local library, or one of the local libraries, was redone last year and I've not been to visit, and I'm really bad at using the library. I think it's something I would definitely like to use more of in the future, so I thought I would check it out. And also I want to do some like hardcore like video editing because I haven't posted a video in like 2 months and I really want to get a video up this week. So I have like a good couple of videos, maybe 3 including this one, to edit. I don't think I'm going to do all of them today, but I'm at least going to start and get a video sorted for this week. And so that's my plan. Basically, that's what I want to do. Get all my booktube stuff sorted. I'm planning to do this at the library, but if not, I'm just going to go to like a local cafe that I really like going to, and do that instead. So yeah, that is my plan for today. Hopefully it'll be, really productive. Looking forward to doing it and getting back into like booktube stuff as well. So that's what I'm going to do today basically. But also I feel like I need to give you an outfit check before we leave. I am actually going to have like an early lunch. It's only 11 o'clock, but I think I'm going to eat early and then go and work. So let me give you an outfit check before we leave. So I'm going for like casual vibes today, and unfortunately it's a little bit chilly today. It's only meant to be like 13 degrees and we're at the beginning of May, which that just shouldn't be a thing. So comfy today. So my jacket is from Primark. This jumper, I think I got it from Marks and Spencer's. I can't remember what the brand is, but it's like a ribbed one with like a slightly higher neck. I really enjoy it. I don't wear it that often these days, but I thought I would today. My trousers are from Uniqlo. I feel like these are like the main trousers that I wear at the moment. These are the ones in grey. I do also have them in brown as well. I've also got my sunglasses on because it is sunny. It's kind of like sunny and cloudy, like in between. Can't seem to make its mind up. I am also going to be wearing my Nikes as well. My like Air Force Nikes, my white ones. I don't really have any other shoes. If any of you have any recommendations for shoes that you can wear insoles with that give you support, that are also fashionable, please let me know. I used to wear Converse all the time, but I'm not allowed to, or no, I'm not supposed to wear Converse anymore, which were a big part of my like fashion identity. So if you can recommend any like supportive fashionable shoes, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate that. And bag wise, I am taking my Fujifilm bag that I got the photography show back in March. This is like a pretty big ass tote bag. It's one of the biggest ones I own, along with my Bookshop Lovers one that I got in Edinburgh. I love this. It's got Mount Fuji on it, and it's perfect for like when I want to go and work in a cafe or take my laptop because it fits really well. Like I'm going to put my iPad in here and stuff. So yeah, I love this, and it's great for a chronic overpacker like myself. So I'm going to go and have an early lunch now, and then let's go into town and be productive and visit the library and just hopefully have like a really like fun time, you know, like a fun little productive time. So I'm back from my little outing into town in the library. Library was very cool, must admit. It's actually like a library, and it's got like a little mini aquarium and an art gallery and stuff. I didn't check those out. I think the art gallery has been done up, but the aquarium hasn't. But the library was very cool. It's very swanky, very different to how it was last time I went. And they also have a cafe there as well, which is really cool. I ended up doing some work there. I managed to finish and export a video of like a vlog that I filmed back in February, and I have edited for the most part, apart from like putting music in and fine-tuning, my book shopping vlog, which both of those videos will be up before this, so you can go and check them out. I'll try and remember to link them in the description words. But I thought I'd give you guys one final reading wrap up because I think it's about time I ended this vlog. I probably got quite a lot of footage, so I need to, probably a good time to wrap it up. I don't think I've read any more of Upstream. I haven't read any today, I must admit. So I am on section 4, so I'm on page 117. So I've got that much left. Like I said, I've got about like 70 pages or 60 pages, something like that. So I do plan on I do want to finish reading this, but I think I just wanted a little bit of a break, like yesterday evening and today. So I did pick up Skip and Loafer Volume 4, which I was so excited to pick up. So I'm fully up to date with the series now. This has become one of my favourite series. It's my favourite like manga series, I think, pretty sure, so far this year. I just love it. I have like completely and utterly fallen in love with it. Obviously I love the anime, and I read the first volume of the series last year, so I ended up like binge reading the rest of the series couple of months ago and I just adored it so much. I love the manga even more, like after where the anime ends, I love it even more. I'm really enjoying it. I'm very excited for volume 12, yeah, volume 12, which comes out, I'm pretty sure, on the week of my birthday in July, which is just absolutely stunning. I have already pre-ordered it. I'm very excited to get it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. These are pretty much all like 5 or like 4.5, 4.75 stars, because I just adore this series so much. And then I must admit, I have started a new manga because I literally finished this like about an hour ago. So I did start reading A Star Brighter Than the Sun Volume 1. I'm kind of allowing myself to like read a novel, like a couple of novels, then read like 1 or 2 mangas, and then read more novels. That's kind of how I'm going. So after I finish reading this, I'm going to go back and finish Upstream and then read a couple more novels, just to kind of balance it out. I love the anime for this. I actually rewatched it the other month. It is like, it gives you a toothache for the fact of how sweet the story is, but I really enjoyed it. You know, it's like it's just a little like fun, cute time, and I love the characters in here. I love Iwata and Cookie. I just think they're adorable. So I'm having a great time. Like, I'm really not very far into this, but I'm having a great time already, you know? So I'm really enjoying it. I believe there's only 5 volumes out at the moment, which covers all of the anime that's currently out, or at least all of the manga that's in translation. I know that the 6th volume is coming out this year, maybe in the summer. So maybe I will get my hands on that when it comes out. But yeah, that's kind of my reading updates. So I feel like I've had like a fairly successful reading moment. Like, I finished a book. I obviously finished Gertrude Stein, nearly finished this, and I'm just having like a little fun time with my manga reads as well. So I think it is about time that I wrapped up this vlog. I don't know how much footage I've got, but I feel like I have like, you know, a decent amount. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I did have a lot of fun filming it, I must admit. I think I've just had a few little things that have been fun to film. I've had a lot of fun like filming outside. I think obviously having it being spring and the weather being nice has just like made everything 10 times better. So yeah, I'm slowly getting back into like the vlogging, you know, the vlogging sphere, the vlogging motion, the vibe. I don't really know, none of those words fit, but there you go. But I did have a lot of fun filming this nonetheless, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. If you got to the end of this video and you don't know what to comment the sakura or cherry blossom emoji, because I think it is very fitting since it is spring. Like, we are in May now, so at least when I'm filming this we're in May. So it's getting towards the end of spring, leaning into summer. It's kind of crazy how fast this year is going. Yeah, I love spring. It's my favourite time of year, so I feel like this has just been like the perfect like spring reading vlog. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I will leave the links to my social media along my Goodreads and my Fable, which hopefully I have done on my other videos, in the description down below if you guys would like to see more bookish content that you will not find on this channel. And hopefully by the time this video goes up, I am still regularly posting again on Instagram. I am currently doing that at the time of filming this, so hopefully by the time this video gets to you I will be, and I am having a lot of fun so far. So I hope you are enjoying that content if you are following me on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so very much, and hopefully I will see you again very soon. Bye guys!